friends, there's a lot of questions around which courier service can be used to send parcels from India to Sweden, and what is the charge, and how long does it take, and do I have to pay any customs, and is it safe, whether I can send this thing, what are the things that cannot be sent, all those things. A lot of questions around this courier service in the groups I can see. So I thought of sharing my experience. I recently received a courier from India and I did a bit of study. I'm just sharing my experience. I hope this helps you all. My father had to send the parcel from India to Sweden, to be more specific, from Madurai to Stockholm. Madurai is the place which is in Tamil Nadu, to Stockholm in Sweden. In my town, I had multiple choice of courier service who does international deliveries like FedEx, DHL, Blue Dot, India Post, and other local parcel services. So I had to figure out the best one. I did an analysis based on two parameters, the cost and as well as the transit time. My parcel was around 17.1 kg. I inquired the cost, and India Post turned out to be the cheapest one, where they were asking 8,500 rupees for 17.1 kg, and other service providers were ranging from 10,000 to 24,000. And duration wise, India Post, they said it usually takes 21 days approximately, but during this corona period it might take little longer as well. That's what they said. Whereas service providers like DHL and Blue Dot were ready to send the parcel within a week, but at a higher cost. And other regional parcel services had multiple negative reviews, as well as they lacked tracking facility. So I opted for India Post, and that's what I will suggest for you as well. I also inquired if there is any restriction in the type of goods that can be sent. They said we cannot send oil, any liquid materials, and also the cream, and also homemade masalas, medicine, chemicals, etc. And this is the customs declaration form which you have to fill in India while sending the parcel. If your parcel is being sent by your family member, please ask them to mark this item as a gift, which will give you some facility while clearing customs in Sweden. And another important field in the form is the details of the goods and their value. These two fields are important because there is a rule in Sweden which allows you to receive gifts worth 1000 kron without customs duty. However, there are multiple other conditions to this rule. So if by any chance the customs department in Sweden is suspicious about any of the information or the goods which is in your parcel, they may seek clarification to you, and you might have to clarify them to get the customs cleared and receive the goods to you. I was very much impressed with the packaging they did. They asked my parents to bring the goods to the India post office so that they can inspect the items which are being sent, and they placed all the goods in the cardboard box in a tightly packed manner which we brought. After that, they wrapped it with a cloth bag, and then they stitched it, and then they also pasted the sellotape to ensure the parcel is very well sealed. India Post also has very good tracking mechanism. During the transit, I was able to track each stage very well. I'll show you the stages my parcel went through. So here is the actual transit time. It took around 21 days for me to receive the parcel. The item was booked on 5th and I received it on 26th. As the parcel was sent from Madurai, they took initial 5 days to send the parcel from Madurai to Chennai, where the actual international dispatch happens. So in case if you are sending parcels from the cities like Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, where the international dispatch happens, these 5 days might also get reduced for you. From the day the item is bagged for international dispatch, it usually takes 10 days to reach the border here in Sweden, and then the customs takes their time. After that, it gets delivered to your home. Once it reaches Sweden, PostNord takes care of your delivery, so you can track it in PostNord as well. It was a doorstep delivery. I didn't have to go to service point to pick it up. If you have any queries related to this, please feel free to post your questions in the comment section. I will be happy to help you if I can, and if I cannot, somebody else who knows the answer might definitely help you. And thanks for watching. Hope you find this information helpful. I would love to hear your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.